Dear mind, please stop thinking so much before I go to bed. I need to sleep. You need to sleep, but you can't. And by thinking that you need to go to sleep, you are actually preventing yourself from sleeping. In this video, I'm going to go through some tips in which you can use straight away to help maintain a strong, solid sleeping pattern. I have a very active mind, and one of my biggest problems was being able to shut it down on a night, because I used to lay in bed and I used to have conversations in my head. I used to relive moments, be thinking about the day that I've just lived, thinking about the day I'm going to live tomorrow, thinking about all the things I had to do, all the things that I didn't quite get round to doing today. And it was exhausting. Now imagine laying in bed and having all of those going around in your head. I'm sure you can. That's why you're here, because you are also struggling to sleep on a night. Now, we all have so many reasons of why we can't sleep. And going into the reason why we can't sleep is a whole other issue. What I'm going to go through with you today is being able to find some techniques and some things that you can implement straight away within your life in order to help those nights a little bit easier and to help you sleep a little bit better. And the first thing I'm going to share with you is make lists. If you're not sleeping because you are thinking about all the things you need to do tomorrow, stop. Give yourself a moment and write it all down. One of the reasons why you're thinking about it is because your brain doesn't want to forget. So, if you write it down, you've got it there on paper, so when your brain eventually shuts down and rests, it won't forget because it's there written down right next to you. So if you're thinking about all the things you need to do, make a list. Give yourself permission. When you are forcing yourself to sleep, you are never going to sleep. So by giving yourself permission to stay awake, what you're able to do is, it's mind over matter. It's reverse psychology. So you're telling your brain, right, well, you can stay awake now. And what will happen is eventually it'll start shutting down and getting tired because it's not thinking about having to sleep anymore. It is relaxing. And before you know it, you will soon be asleep. Get out of bed. If you are really struggling to sleep, the worst thing you can do is to force yourself to sleep. So get yourself out of bed, go downstairs, go into another room and watch some TV. Allow your brain to get absorbed into something else, a bit of escapism. Let your thoughts run away with you. Let everything wash away and then try again. The worst thing you can do is to force yourself, because then you're going to start having a really bad relationship with sleep. So what you need to do is, comes along lines of giving yourself permission, but take yourself out of the situation, do something completely different and try again. If you aren't sleeping because you're worrying about something, tackle it. Don't just keep worrying about it. Really tackle the thing that you are worrying about. Write it down and then write down all the worst case scenarios, because what you're doing is you're identifying what you're worrying about and preparing solutions as well. So if this goes wrong, this is the worst thing that can happen and that's what I can do about it. And again, you're stopping your brain from overanalyzing, because the worst thing we can do is overthink. And a lot of the times things in our mind are worse than what they actually are in real life, especially on a night, because we're tired, our emotions are heightened. Sometimes what I find is when things are dark, it also heightens a lot of senses and a lot of emotions. So write things down, tackle things head on, because a lot of the time what's in our mind is a lot worse than what is actually going to happen. So there you have it. 4 really simple things in which you can start implementing right now to stop yourself from struggling on a night. Give yourself permission and start implementing these little techniques straight away. And if you still can't sleep, the legend says if you can't sleep on a night, it's because you are awake in somebody else's dream. I really appreciate you taking the time out to check out this video. If you liked this video, then give us a like below, subscribe to my channel, and check out some of my other videos in which I go through loads of different hints, tips and techniques on how to maintain solid relationships and general lifestyle goals. Take care, guys.